Greetings, NSFUSA family. We're done with the group, the analysts, the neutral pundits. President, you saw the neutral punditry. You saw how
I'm still laughing.
the pundits gave everything, and we're looking forward to McKinney president, and we want to put this together. People have been asking, this is what we term the State of the Union of NSF USA. This is the time we, put in the president. President Philip Imasogie has done a wonderful job, headed, but let's hear from the horse's mouth. First of all, Mr. President, how are you doing?
Thank you very much, Ms. Mimi. I think I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Yes,
Thank you
and
for
you
asking.
can you can see the president, at any time is the kind of a president you can call at any time and he's ready. Right now, president is at work and I say, President, hey, can we get on a video call? And he say, hey, it's accessible. You can call the president at any time. I know how many members, team reps have reached out to president, and he takes his time because he has that passion and he has, all of this for NSF USA. He has more to come. Mr. President, without further ado, let's get started. If you could, briefly let us know where we were coming from. There's some new entrants, where we were coming from as NSF USA, what you inherited as the president, where we are now, and where we're going forward, if you don't mind.
Well, I don't mind, but I don't like to go about it like that. Because every time I talk about this, like I'm casting aspersions on my emeritus. Um, Before me, I had two presidents, President Zico and President Dr. TJ. Those were the ones before me. So every time I tell people what I met on ground, it's like I'm casting aspersions on their leadership, which I am not, but the truth has to be told. When we came on board, uh, it's like we're starting afresh. Not just me. I'm the president. I have an executive that's actively working. We sat down with the executive committee, and we're trying to find ways to bring NSL USA from where it was before to where we want it to be. We are not there yet. It's a journey. I think we are going to get there eventually. I don't want to go into details of what was on ground before we came, but as you can see, um, since taking on this role as the president of NSA USA, my focus and the executive focus, and I'm proud of this executive. Don't get me wrong, because they bought into my dreams with little pushbacks, you know, and that's why you see that we going where we are going. My focus actually has been on elevating the professionalism, visibility. Who's calling me now? See, I'm at work, so it's okay. It's okay. They'll wait. You see, like I say, elevating the professionalism, visibility, and inclusiveness of NSA USA events under this executive leadership. One, we have expanded participation, bringing in new teams from across the United States. You can see we are now at 38 teams for a tournament. It has never happened before. Uh, we
Mhm,
have now a stronger, we've able to secure stronger partnership
mhm,
with sponsors and community leaders.
mhm,
We have improved the organizational structure and
mhm,
transparency of the tournament.
mhm,
Now, we have in terms of refereeing, we have MLS graded referees right now that we've introduced. We've introduced since we took office um, to the tournament. But I want to assure you, we have in the works. We have three confirmed FIFA graded referees that are coming for
wow.
our tournament for this year. We're actually looking for five of them, but three has been confirmed already. So that will be an addition. in soccer, people will always complain. That's the honest to God truth. About referees, missing calls and all that. That's why they invented VAR, because even people that play soccer know that the referee cannot be 100% correct. Okay, but if they are 99% correct, you take that and run with it. And if you know NSA USA, if you've been with NSA USA, you will know that this is by far, thanks to the HO and thanks to the commissioner, this is by far the best refs that were brought to this tournament. If you want to tell yourself the truth, okay. We've introduced the usage of player cards for player registration, and we made the process very seamless. Thank, in fact, also to the Secgen, Ratunde. Oh no, sorry. I'm getting distracted because I'm at work, as you see. Brother Tunde, thanks in fact, in more to what is been coming up with the player registration process. Like when we came, I don't like saying that I use my money for this, I use my money for that, but I actually went to the shop and purchased that player registration card. It wasn't from NSA USA coffers. I actually use my personal fund to make sure we bring that into fruition. We've been talking about that for the past 15 years, how to do the player card, but this executive sat down and discussed, and we brought it to open. Let me see. We've strengthened our presence within the diaspora, making NSA USA not just a soccer tournament, but a cultural and networking platform for Nigerians and Africans in the United States. Basically, I would say since we came on board, we have we have turned challenges into opportunities and have consistently delivered bigger, more organized events year after year. This year will not be any different. It's going to be bigger, and hopefully by next year it's going to be bigger. And that I don't want to take credit, or the executive take credit for that alone. I want to personally thank the team reps, because when we call, they listen. We've been on this journey together. You know how we've been able to get this team to do their registration. We call the teams to say registration has to stop by January, February, and 99% of them delivered, they registered. That's why we have this extra time to do all the extra planning that we are doing right now. So if there are no team reps, there are no teams, there's no NSA USA. So I would thank them for that, for believing in our vision.
Well,
I mean, that's
well, you said a lot, Mr. President, as someone that has, personally, worked with you. NSF USA doesn't have it better than the president here. Is someone that listens, is someone that takes ideas. It's never when you have a leader that's it's not his way or the highway. He listens to everybody. He's collaborative, and he's a big, big, big factor as to where NSF USA is today. The president chaired, the over 40 tournament. Today, we're having over 18 teams of over 40 players that are not just coming to sit down before they come and they come watch their younger people play. You had some people, I will always speak on Ogbe, that were supposed to have been retired by now, but still trying to play in the open. So you've created that place. You could see the teams, how they've moved from 16 team tournament president to organizing a 38 team tournament. I know organizing a 38 team tournament was going to be tough. As a matter of fact, before Mr. President, before McKinney, you promised the house, you promised the organization this was going to be the biggest tournament ever. how did you, you talked about registration, but planning this kind of thing, the accommodation, the fields, everything has to come in place. How did that come to pass? Or how did you had that vision and how did, you bring it to fruition?
Well, it's like I said, I don't want to keep taking all the accolades right now. I have an executive that works. My VP is a tremendous human being. Mr. Charles Yamo, the Secretary General, you, Nimi, the HO Commissioner, Chile, the accountant, is doing all that job by himself. My media director, the assistant commissioner, the assistant secretary general. So when we have meetings, we have meetings most of the time. Every Wednesday we sit down and think, how do we better NSA USA? And this is the results that everybody is seeing. So I don't want to keep saying it's me, me, me. It's not just me. It's a collaborative effort from the executive. But like I said, they bought into my dreams, and that's why we are seeing all these results. In Chicago, we had a bit of a drawback before we came to Chicago. Everybody know the history. We were initially going to New York. However, New York didn't have a field facility that was big enough for NSA USA. They have field here and there, two field, one field, and time was of the essence. Me, I like to do my stuff on time. I don't like fire brigade approach at all. That's not me. You want to give me high blood pressure, then you do that. I like to do my stuff, then go sleep and think of how to better the situation. So in March of 2023, we resolved that if New York cannot get a field, then we have to find a different location. We're looking into Texas. However, Texas we just left from Texas. We just came from Austin. Texas just hosted. I didn't want to go back to Texas again. So something clicked in my head. I was like, I'm in Chicago. Why can't I just host in Chicago? I'm on ground, And thanks also, in fact, to my ex-chairman that passed away. Bless his heart. He wanted us to host in Chicago. Unfortunately, he passed away 2 weeks before our tournament. It was devastating for us, nonetheless. But we still try to put up a strong face because his funeral was actually on the day of our tournament. So for Chicago, they even play soccer that year. It was tough, but we did what he would have wanted us to do, to keep on playing regardless, which we did. But moving on to Maryland, Maryland had its challenges, and the LOC did their part, but there were a lot of drawbacks. As you all would remember, uh, time was a bit of an issue because of the three fields that we had. We thought it was going to be four fields. At least we said, okay, we'll manage it. But we got there, it was just three fields. So executive again, we're meeting till 1 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning, trying to figure out how we're going to do 28 tournaments, 28 teams tournament play on that three fields. It was tough, but thanks to my able VP, we came up with a process. But time, like I say, was a bit of a constraint. But thank God we're able to pull through, and with the help of the LOC and the executive, everybody was on board. We're able to make Maryland come and go. And here comes McKinney now. This is our third tournament. Don't forget, it looked like we've been here for so long, but no, this is our very third tournament. Now, the field in McKinney that we are going to was God sent. I would say it was God sent, because that was not the initial field we were going to. The initial field that we reserved the year before, unfortunately, this year they had 6 fields. Finally, this year, 3 of the field was going to be resurfaced. So they told us they can only give us 3 fields. I was like, oh no, no, I cannot do what I did back in Maryland. We need more fields. So that's when I called on the LOC. I flew down to Texas, and we found this field. If you can't do but fall in love with the facility. It's a brand new facility, built with $70 million. Now, on the side of the facility, they are building 6 more fields and a main bowl with another $58 million, which will be completed by next year. Unfortunately, our tournament is this year. We could have used the whole facility for our tournament. And they were very happy that we were coming to McKinney. I know, just to take you back a little, 5 seconds back. You know, Last year I got a lot of calls while we're calling this tournament Bikini 2025, and I'm still laughing from what I heard. Some people say we took money from one oil tycoon called Bikini, and, and that's how we changed it to Bikini. And I'm laughing. I said no. Before now, I didn't even know where McKinney is. I didn't even know that McKinney is a city in Texas. Mm. I didn't even know that McKinney is a city in Texas. But when we located the field, we met with the mayor. Me and the VP, SecGen, we met with the mayor. We met with the councilwoman down in McKinney when we were selling our tournament to them. And they asked us one question. You've been to Chicago. Did you call it Illinois 23? I said no. You've been in Austin. You didn't call it Texas 22. I said no. You've been in LA. Did you call it California 2019? I said no. Why you gonna call McKinney 25 now? The tournament you are holding in McKinney. Why you calling it
That was
Dallas
22.
2025? I
Mhm.
looked. I said, this one is he want to use more key sense for me, but
Mm,
which was true, which was true. The city that is hosting deserves that name. They actually was putting and say they want to put McKinney on the map. Also, if you've been to all these big cities, they want us to call this one McKinney 2025. So I said, okay, sir, I will get back to you. This is not a decision that I and only I will reach. So I met with the executive, I met with the LOC, and they were okay with it. So we wrote them a letter that we'll pick the date they've chosen, or we chose, and we will choose that name, McKinney 2025. That's how we came up with that name.
wow.
Uh, and
Wow.
and and secondly, the hotel that we got now, the hotel that we got, they're actually paying for breakfast for us. The hotel doesn't come with breakfast. The city of McKinney is actually paying for breakfast for us to be in this
Wow.
hotel. So they've
Wow,
done a lot.
wow, 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 wow,
Mhm,
wow, wow.
mhm,
Mr. President, I can, on behalf of team reps, they can't say how grateful they are at what you're doing. It is because, with breakfast, that saves team reps money. The fact that you're working with the city, you're working with the mayor, you're doing all of these things. I, for one, went to the facility. I was amazed. This is going to be the best facility ever. Mr. President, you have put us in problem because going forward after this year, people will be expecting more and more. How can you deliver on more and more? And thank you again. People have been calling and asking, where are we going? Do you have any idea as to where we're going next year? We haven't said anything. Do you have any idea, or do you want to give a snippet to team reps about 2026, how it's going to be?
Well, I'm a person that I like to work ahead because I think McKinney 25 is already in the books already. Whether you like it or not, we're there. So we executive, we are already working on a location for 2026. Uh, the problem that we put ourselves in, when you do something at a geometric rate, catching up becomes a problem for some people. Teams now, cities now are finding it difficult to find out the facilities benefiting NSA USA. We cannot go from this facility and go back to um I don't know how to say it, a substandard facility.
Potato fields, cotton
Exactly. We
fields.
cannot do that. We can't do that no more. So we have to keep looking for facilities that is up to this grade and use. Now we I've been trying to talk some cities into hosting for next year. But I really want to announce the whole city when we get to McKinney. But so far it's been kind of difficult. But so me and the VP and executive committee, we're looking. This is an expo, okay? It's not out
So,
here yet.
President, tell us that
It's
expo.
not out here.
It's
We're
between you
looking
and me.
between you. Okay. So we're looking into since next year will be our final year in as executive. So
Yes.
if we cannot find a city that will host us, we're looking into going to you say
I know you say you're the president. You say
it. I'm
I don't
trying to
want to be sued.
I'm trying to say it.
I don't want to be sued later
Okay.
on.
Okay. We're looking into going to Las Vegas. We're looking
Yes.
into going to Las Vegas. We found two potential field. One is very good. It's as good as the one in McKinney. I and the VP will be flying to Vegas. We will send some correspondence to them already. We'll be flying to Vegas sometimes next month. 'Cause I want to sign the contract before our tournament in McKinney. Now the problem is that the drawback is that we don't have no team. NSA USA team in Vegas.
Vegas.
So this is going to be hosted by NSA USA as a body. Now, if I tell the teams to pay $50 to $100 extra, I hope they're not going to be angry when that time comes. Yeah, I'm just giving you a hand because now we have to source for funding. You know, in Chicago, we will pay close to $10,000 for renting that field in Chicago. Okay,
Mm.
in every city is different. In in Maryland, they pay close to 14K for that field, the RFK field. In McKinney, I don't want to tell you how much they paid. When you get there, you will tell me how much they paid for this new
Yes.
facility. So
Yes.
it's expensive. It's not cheap.
Yeah,
It's not
President.
cheap. So we hosting this tournament by ourselves as NSA USA. We have to raise search for funds, and it's probably gonna come from teams. But we
Mm.
are gonna make it an experience they're gonna behold. We
Yeah.
will do that.
Mr.
Mhm.
President, as you said, going to Vegas is, it's going to be to crown it all. This would be to crown everything up, going to Vegas. That's huge. Vegas comes with its good thing. The only thing that I feel bad about Vegas would be, it's Sin City, people, casinos. There's so many things to do in Vegas. You go in there, but teams should be focused on the main thing, which is
Very
going
focused.
in there and playing in soccer. Mr. President, you've done it
Mhm.
all. You've made it clear. You've given us your vision where we are. Again, McKinney is almost here. We have close to 4 months. This is the first
Mhm.
time, as you said, registration ended in February. We have all our teams. We have every team is looking forward. The hotels are almost filled up. Mr. President, you've done a
Mhm.
lot. And if this was the Nigerian election, all the political parties would have endorsed you for another tenure to run
Yeah.
again. So, Mr. President, I can't leave you here
Mhm.
without asking you
Mhm.
who is winning McKinney 2025?
I
Which team
think
is
I
who?
think
No,
which team I think is
let's start with the over 40. Over 40, we have three major title contenders. We have
Mhm. Mhm.
I think we'll have Maracana there. We'll have we have I heard Atlanta is coming strong, and you have Invisible Eagles. Who's gonna win that
Mhm.
tournament for over 40?
If I knew, I would have told you. But to be honest with you, I really
Uh-huh.
don't know. Because you see the over 40 tournament in Chicago, we had four teams in Chicago.
Yeah.
It was strong, but Maryland was stronger. Over 40 in Maryland, we have 12 teams.
Yes.
So coming to McKinney now, we have 18 teams over 40. So you really don't know the strength of anything that is coming, you know. So I can't predict anybody will win or they will lose. But I can guarantee you though, when I saw the field, I'm over 40, I was scared. I'm not lying to you. The field is big.
I
The
know.
field is big. So don't forget in Maryland we use the half field in
Yes.
Maryland,
Yes.
and people were complaining that, oh my God, President, why I want to play full field, but full field you got now. You will play, and you're gonna get tired.
President, please watch out. This is what you say full field. We don't want a situation where, we have emergency calls left, right, center. The good thing is there's a medical facility around there.
No,
If you
no,
want to,
we have able medical department. We have able.
uh,
You see, you guys don't understand. We've had able medical department following NSFUSA every year. You guys
that's
don't come to our
tha-
banquet
tha- tha-
exactly. So
thanks to
so
Ogaziko's
Mr.
wife,
Panuga,
Mr.
yeah,
Panuga.
Mr. Panuga, she's been there.
She's been there.
You guys don't see, because she does it for free. You guys don't understand what she brings to the table.
No, we are.
She listen. I have to say this. She buy her flight ticket for
Mm,
free.
mhm.
She pay her hotel for free.
Wow.
Okay, and come to a tournament and provide medical. Not just her
Facility.
though, not just her to be, but she's the leader of the pack. She has other women. Miss Okonkwo is there too. She has other women. But right now, what we're trying to integrate so that they don't be spending too much of their money. We're trying to integrate nurses in the city where we are going, so we
Okay.
can communicate with them, so we can have more people on ground. Now we're using all 6 fields, so we're gonna need all hands on deck. We're gonna need more medical personnel to come on board.
Yeah, President,
Mhm.
especially in that over
Yeah,
40, especially in
yeah,
those over 40 games, because we watched the
mhm,
finals and
yeah.
in Maryland, they wanted the big fields. Out of maybe 60 minutes, 35 minutes, people were on the ground.
Yeah, I
Injuries are
know.
rolling. And so it's not going to be easy. I'm speaking to teams that want to use the big field for over 40.
Mhm,
Please think about it. The
mhm,
yellow fields are still there. Think about it.
mhm.
So, Mr. President, for the Open, where
Yeah.
is it going to be calling four in a row?
I doubt if it's gonna be calling for. I doubt, but that's just me. But like I said, until the ball bounces, you don't know who's gonna win. Every
Yeah.
team, see, I've been to this tournament. I've played in this tournament years before it was NSA USA. I've not missed one tournament. So I can
Mm.
guarantee you, sometimes you plan to come play, okay? Then your best player will miss their flight. So you are down to only 12 men on the first day, and you lose
Mm.
your first game. Once you lose that first game, all bets are off already, bro. Because
Wow.
don't forget that the winner of your group qualifies. Say if you win the first game, and if you lose the first game and you now win these last 2 games, you have
Hmm.
6 points. It may not be enough for you to qualify
Yes, yes,
to
yes.
the second. So a lot
It's
of
tough.
variables are involved. Until
It's tough.
that first game, ask me again on Saturday morning. I'll tell you who I think we might win.
Mr. President,
Yeah.
you have done well. Again, on behalf of
Mhm.
all, there are things coming up in McKinney, especially I know you didn't talk about I'll let teams know for free. Um,
Mhm.
in terms of registration of players, this year will be different. Team reps will have an app, an NSF USA app, where you
Yeah.
go in and register your own players on that app, an interactive app, a live app. We're not only going to be doing video cameras where you could be anywhere in the world and watch the game. We're going to be doing a live app where you could click on that app and live scores are being told to you. Mimi wouldn't be typing. You'll be waiting on WhatsApp. No, you can go to that app. Everybody has access to that app. You can see player scores. You can see who scored. It's all going to be digitalized. And we're coming up with a prediction game on that app where you could predict and you could win too. You could win prizes. So NSF USA, we're making this bigger, we're making this better, and we can't wait for McKinney. Mr. President is not giving us a concrete answer as to who's going to win the over 40. But one thing I know, it's not going to be it's not going to be Storm FC. It's not going to be Pan Afrique. It's not going to be BAFC. It's not going to be
Why?
Mamba.
Why
It's
though?
not going to
Why?
be.
Why?
It's not going to be. It's not going to be Bandel. It's not going to be any of these
You don't
teams.
know. You don't know yet.
I know for a fact. It's
You
not
know.
gonna
You
be.
know as much.
It's not gonna be Boston too. So thank you very
Wow.
much, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking
Mm,
forward to McKinney, Mr. President. Last words
mm.
for the people before we log out.
Okay. Well, briefly, I just wanted to say a little bit of what teams should be expecting in McKinney. Okay. Teams can expect nothing short of a first class experience in McKinney, world class. It's going to be a well organized, competitive tournament. Don't take that lightly. It's going to
Yes,
be a
yes.
very competitive tournament with clear schedules and efficient operations. Like Nimi just said, we are working on an app and we're trying to perfect it on an app so you can get your schedules, so you can get your scores, so you know where you're ranking in the tables right away. We don't have to call anybody. No, what's up? You get it 24 hours. Okay. We have a five-star hotel dedicated exclusively to the tournament. The hotel facility will make for comfortable living for all teams, fans, and officials attending this tournament. And if you have not booked your room, I just spoke to the hotel this morning. The rooms are selling out. We are sold out on the double rooms now. The king rooms are still available. I think we have less than 10 or 12 rooms left for Friday and Saturday. So if you have not booked your room, go and book it. You know, it's going to be exclusively for NSFUSA and their family. Okay. We have top quality fields and facility in state of the art undergoing $65 million remodeling. When you get
Wow.
there, you will thank me. I'm not lying. Um, it's going to be an electric atmosphere, okay? Fueled by one of the largest Nigerian populations in the United States.
Mm,
Dallas, McKinney is about 25 minutes drive, okay?
mm,
The city of Dallas. So, and you know, there are a lot of Nigerians that live in that part of the hemisphere. So
mm,
McKinney is a mix with white and black Nigerians. Um, but most of the spectators will be coming from Dallas. Okay.
mm,
Um, we're gonna be fair play. We're gonna reward for fair play, security, and hospitality for players and family. It's gonna be exciting side events. We're working on that exciting side event. If you're not playing, there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. It's gonna excite the people that are not playing and the spectators,
wow.
including the official after party.
The
I don't want
banquet,
to say the banquet this year is gonna be different.
all black.
We'll send all the modalities as we have meetings with the team reps. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are going to be youth engagement programs and networking opportunities for team managers and sponsors alike. Above all, it's going to be an opportunity to showcase talent, connect with the diaspora, and be
Mm-hmm.
part of a growing legacy.
Yeah.
Nimi, as you know, we are ready to make McKinney 2025 a festival to remember. Thank you.
Amen. Amen.
Mhm.
Mr.
Mhm.
President,
Yeah.
if I didn't know you, I would have thought that you were Prophet Philip Imasogie, Esquire. But but thank you very much, Mr. President.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to McKinney 2025, and thank you for
Yeah.
your leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Nimi. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Mhm. Okay, though.